What is up, guys? It's your boy Shady Mike Gaming, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to get PlayStation icons in NBA 2K25 on PC. So basically, if you're using a PlayStation 5 controller like the DualSense Edge, or something like the QRD Spark N5, or just a normal PlayStation 5 controller like a DualSense, I'm assuming that's going to be the most commonly used one. Normally when you're playing NBA 2K25 and you bring up the passing icons, there are either Xbox prompts or they're just weird looking numbers and you don't really know which button to press. So we'll be showing you really quickly how to get this solved, because it's very simple for two of them, and then the one, it's a little bit more complicated. So by default, when I have my DualSense Edge plugged in, it's clearly a PlayStation controller, but when it's plugged in, as you can see, I have Xbox prompts for some reason. And when I plug in my normal DualSense controller, as you can see, it's also Xbox prompts. And when I plug in my QRD Spark, you can see I just get numbers. So none of these are really ideal for gameplay, and I want to show you all really quickly how easy this is to fix for two of the solutions. So what you want to do is you actually want to open up Steam. You can do this while the game is running, and you want to find NBA 2K25 and right click on it. You want to go down to properties, and you want to go down to controller, and all you need to do here, where it says enable Steam input, it might say use default settings. Make sure you have disable Steam input. So make sure it's disabled, close out of this menu, and let's get back into the game. And we can see once we plug in my PlayStation 5 controller, give it a second, now we have PlayStation icons. When we plug in my Spark, we can see we've got PlayStation icons. So for 99% of controllers, that will just be the simple process and the simple fix. But you will see once we plug in my DualSense Edge, which ironically is the most expensive of the controllers, you will see I do not have PlayStation icons, and now I have these ridiculous numbers here, which is a problem because this is, a controller that I would like to use. So how do you fix it if that first process does not work for you? What you want to do is you want to download a program called DS4 Windows. And you're going to open this program up. And again, this is going to be for any controller that process did not fix, that first step of changing those settings, excuse me, in Steam. So you can see I've already got my DualSense Edge set up. And as you can see, once I did that, it kind of what it'll do is it'll actually register your DualSense Edge as a PlayStation 4 controller for whatever reason, but it works and it gets you your PlayStation icons. So that's the process for a controller that you may use that it doesn't work. Now, there were a couple settings in DS4 Windows that I did want to go over, because sometimes this process can be a little bit annoying. You want to go over to your settings and just make sure you click hide DS4 controller. I'm not even 100% sure what it does, but what I noticed is if you don't have this box ticked, you'll get like double inputs. Like it thinks you have two controllers plugged in, so you'll get the one and you'll get kind of the virtual controller that it's doing. I want to show you here my profile here. It's on Call of Duty because this is what I use for COD, but you can see it kind of shows it as a PlayStation controller, but this preset works really well. And real quick, y'all, I just wanted to cut back in here and just make sure I showed this as well. When you're looking at your profile here for your controller, just to make sure this works, you want to click edit. This might already be in there, but I just wanted to show this. Click edit, and towards the right, make sure you go to other, and it'll say emulated controller. Just make sure it says DualShock 4, because if it says Xbox 360, obviously you're still going to get Xbox buttons, but that is the way to get the PlayStation buttons. you know, it's really the only way that I know to get the DualSense Edge working. I don't know why the DualSense Edge is different from a normal DualSense, but it's a very expensive controller, and this was the only way that I was able to get it working. So I hope these tips help you all. I get a bunch of questions on how I was able to get PlayStation icons in 2K. In years past, we used to just ignore it and just mod the buttons to always be PlayStation buttons, regardless of what type of controller it was. But this year, it looks like it's got a little bit better native support. This video was kind of spur of the moment, maybe not as organized as I would normally like, but I hope it's able to help somebody. If any of this stuff doesn't work for you, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to help you out. But other than that, y'all, make sure you like and subscribe on your way out. It's your boy Shady Mike. I'm signing out. Peace. Threes.